Guess who's back? I am back and I am ready to go. And wait, this is not my usual background. No, it's not. You know why it's not? I'm freaking at home. I am at home where I am supposed to be, and this school year, woohoo, we're done with it, and I am so glad. I am so sorry these videos have not been putting out lately. From moving out of my dormitory to coming home to making sure I get sleep and rest and also getting my hair done. You knew it was going to be a little bit of break, but I am back and I decided to do this new idea. So let's look at the intro first and then I'll discuss this video. It's that actress VK baby, and I'm back again with another video. And apparently I decided to match today for filming. I don't know why. I'm just like, Vera, why did you have to match? I have my unicorn nails along with wearing my stitch. So I have pink and blue all together. And if you are new to my channel, hello, it's that actress VK baby, and I'm here with this video. So I decided to do something new. I went on my Instagram and let all the people who follow me vote on what type of videos that I should do. And the first thing that came to mind is, you know, I'm in a different background because I painted my room from being pink to this teal, and I'm loving it from pink to teal, even though you see I still love pink. But when I was cleaning up my room, I found my 8th grade journal. Well, journal, diary, whatever you want to call it. And I written a story in here and I put on my Instagram, hey, you want me to read it, recite it out loud? So everybody agreed to it. It was the majority. So we're just gonna hop right in and I'm just gonna give you a little bit of detail and then we're gonna hop in. I was in 8th grade. And I also had like this obsession with this rock band Kiss at the time. I don't know why. I think I was watching too many Family Guy episodes, and they had this one episode where they went to go visit Kiss, and Lois didn't know anything about Kiss. So I had to do my research and find out about who Kiss was, you know, with Gene Simmons and all of them. And then I really found out about who they were, and I was like, oh my goodness. And when I was younger, I had a very much infinitive imagination. So I would make up a story surrounded by all of the Kiss singers in here, and I put like real actual people, and I had like this pen name which my Facebook name used to be, but I just now changed it to my original name. And I gotta stop talking. I'm gonna read to you guys what I wrote when I was in 8th grade. So I was about 12. So let's see what this 12-year-old wrote. Look at this. This belongs to Vera Keys. Kiss Principles. Kiss Principles. That's what it says right there. Kiss Principles. By Veronica Willis. Oh, this is one of my imaginary friends that I created, called Veronica Willis, and I made that like my pen name. It was a calm morning, a Monday morning, from a 2-day weekend. So I guess I was talking about being from Labor Day. I had a wonderful dream with a smart education with a law degree. Okay, I will explain later. Originally, before I wanted to be in any performing arts, I wanted to be a lawyer. I really did. I was like, I want to be a lawyer. I really wanted to be a lawyer. So that explains that a little detail. So we're going to keep going. When I was younger, when someone got into an argument with someone, you use, I always take the fight and always win it. What education I have, people. On to the next page. Back to the way of school. I guess when I wanted to be an author or writer, I wanted to go from like first person, third person, first person, third person, first person, third person. Well, who wouldn't want to go first person, third person, first person, third person? But I digress. That's just how the way it wrote. So let's keep on going. Loved school since I was in kindergarten, and I had very nice teachers who loved me back. I still have all of my awards that I won in middle school. So comment down below if you want to see those. I will showcase them all off. When it was time for 8th grade, I had the most serious, it looks like I wrote moose, most serious teacher named Mrs. F. Mrs. F was my 8th grade teacher, Miss Furlow. But in this story, I did not want her to be identified. So I put Mrs. F. So if anybody shows this to my elementary teacher, well, my middle school teacher, I'm not trying to talk about you. I must have been. Learn how to spell 8th grade me. I must have been an A and B student. If you don't believe me, look. I must have been. Oh, I also wrote this in cursive. So if I can't read my own writing, I don't know what's gonna go on. Student. But she said, I don't give out A's. You have to work for it. And she literally said that to us. She's like, I don't give out A's. You have to work for them. And my little self, I'm just like, I'm so confused. I've been like a smarty pants. And then she's like, I don't give out A's. You earn it. So I was all clustered and I was like, no, this can't be happening. And I was freaking out. That really sent chills down my spine. That maybe get at least a C. A C? A C? It's not time to go to Lucy. I love that monologue. For the school year. But I didn't worry. For the 3rd quarter, I got all A's and 1 little B. I felt that I was really smart about it. Once I got to the school building, I had just saw my teacher pulled up in her truck. This is how you can tell it was my teacher. She had like this tan truck, pickup truck, that was her husband's. So you can really tell that was her when she pulled up. He's like, oh, here comes Miss Furlow, because she would never go through the front. She would go to like the side door leading up to our classroom. So one of us would like pay attention because she would bang on that door in order for somebody to open it up. And we're just like, okay, if that's how you want to be. She said that maybe the truck may be old, but it works like a charm. Oh yeah, because we laughed at her for having her truck. We said, old pickup truck, yeah, yeah. I think we were just some cruel 8th graders. I really think we were some cool 8th graders. Ooh, I got an attitude at this point. I really don't care about other cars than my mother's car. I said that because my mom had a truck and then she had to like give it back. So I was super upset. But at the time my mom had like this cool car and I'm just like, if you're not my mama, I'm not worried about your vehicle. So I don't care. So that's what I wrote in my story. I don't care. Veronica, wait up! Yes, like I explained before, I used to have a nickname I gave myself, or my imaginary friend, Veronica. So I used that as my identity instead of putting my real name. was my best friend, Jessica Handon. I had so many imaginary friends growing up that I guess this is just another one of them. She was a very smart girl and can do multiplication problems less than a minute. I brought that up because when I was in the 4th grade, we had to do these multiplication problems in 2 minutes. So I had a friend that could do it in 1 minute. I was like, oh my goodness, I am so I was uber jealous of that person. I really was. How was your weekend? I asked with my brand new Nikes my mother had bought me. I don't know. I just got totally obsessed with like name brand stuff when I was in middle school, but I really didn't wear it till I was in high school. But I always loved like to show off my new stuff to the school to say, oh my goodness, who bought you? I'd be like, my mommy. I decided to wear a ponytail with my shiny hair, with my blue polo shirt with school pants. I grew up in a dress code school, so it was not easy when I got into college. I was like, wait, we can wear anything? I was so confused. I was like, oh my goodness, we can wear anything. I think I spent near $200, $300 spending on clothes when that happened. And I had longer hair in middle school because I had a perm. Then when I went natural, like usually my perm hair was like right here. Unnatural hair right here, but it still has time to grow. I really thought I had a sense of fashion, wearing my best to school. It was almost time to get to class. When we were looking around, I wondered, where was Mr. Rawlings? Mr. Rawlings was my principal when I was in the 7th and 8th grade. 4th through 6th grade I had a different principal. But 7th and 8th grade I had this one principal named Mr. Rawlings, and he just stand up there broad shouldered and everything. If I could find a photo I would put it up there, but I probably don't have one. But yeah, he would always be there every morning outside or in the cafeteria, and he's like, okay, class, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. He was always there. So, you know, he was just there to instruct everything. I usually see him in the lunchroom during breakfast time. True fact. I really wasn't surprised that he didn't show his face. Can't really change how I think of some things. Oh, these are like little chapters, and I just read you like the first chapter. Now we're going to the second chapter. Chapter 2. Meeting Kiss. Really? I was still confused that we didn't have no one there to take his place. But I spoke too soon. Bum, bum, bum! Sorry, I gotta be dramatic. Theater major, you know. And before my eyes, there was a rock band and the most handsome leader. Now, I don't know why I had a crush on Gene Simmons. But I wrote down he was the most handsome leader. And, it was based off what I had dreamed of that night. Gene Simmons. He was the one that kept the team together. And they wore black with white makeup. It's true, they did. Standing tall, he pointed out to me. So our cafeteria was like small, and I usually like sit in the front, so it was like and you know, you just cower because I was so short in the 8th grade, and then having this tall other person above me, it's just like I would go, leave me alone, I'm just a little kid. I just got sick because a celebrity came and told you to come there what would you do? So I guess I was trying to say, so if a celebrity came and pointed at you, what would you do? I guess that's what the thing I was trying to go. Remember, 8th grade me versus now. As I grew closer to him, I was getting sick and almost throwing up. Ah! Why did I write this down? Oh, probably because I have a fear of getting really sick. And if you want a story time about that, just comment below. I'm not about to go into details right now. When I went closer, he began to get taller, taller, reminding me of the old principal when I was in the 4th grade. Oh yeah, because when I was 4th grade, baby, and principal was like, tall. And new to the school. When I got near him, it was quiet for a minute. I stood there just looking at his outfit, trying not to cry for being so close. When I was younger, I was a little shy in front of new people. Still, it's the same way, but not too much shy. It was not a problem for me to speak when he asked me the question. This is not meant to make sense what I'm about to read. Go to classes and get more to learn. I had a response. Yes, sir. I had got through the first part of the Kiss rock band being there, but it wasn't going to stop me from getting good grades. Mostly the whole time. I wouldn't be afraid of someone I know. I hope the rest of the day will be. After 3 Kiss acts. Walking up the stairs, passing everyone to get to my locker. Running my heart out. Trying to control myself from screaming from fear of talking from in front Gene Simmons. I meant to say in front of Gene Simmons. I didn't know any Kiss songs that had to do with rock music, but only one thing was on my mind, that it was time for class. Walking up the stairs with Jessica, waiting for the day to change. My day to change. When we got to our lockers, all I wanted was to have a cool day and own the best of the week. Well, we got some very bad news. Mr. Rollin will not be in the building for the rest of the week. So it was a Monday. He would not be in there for the rest of the week. I was thinking what was up with that mate. As long as I still had my teacher was still here, I was calm. So I was freaking out. I looked in the room and it was dark. Real dark. No one was in there. Oh great. Now we have a sub for the day. All I can do now is go to my locker. I just came from my locker. Why I had to go back? I'm not making sense. Next to me was a new girl named Diamond with long black hair that was on her back. Long down her back, I meant to say. I always wanted that much head of hair. So it was like, we knew this one girl who had like long hair. So that's what I was talking about. Sometimes I think different of myself all the time. I must be crazy for putting myself in the spot and make my own self like stay. Maybe when I have a child, I will really hide the scissors from them. Oh, I cut my own hair when I was a kid. Cut it short. Because I saw my mom cut her hair, so I'm like, I'm going to cut my hair. I don't suppose to think negative about myself. I have to be me. I was already power to people in 8th grade. Dang. Calm and relaxed and all the time. I think positive. Whew, it's a lot for somebody to think. Hey Diamond, have you seen the principals downstairs? They are really cool. It's the rock band Kiss. Really? She said with a calm tone of voice that she didn't care it one bit. Oh. I am not really in for rock bands because I have a few amount of music that I'd like to listen to, and rock is none of them. So basically she's trying to say I listen to a little bit of music and rock was not one of them. Chapter 3, Kiss Acts. Walking up the stairs, passing everyone to get to my locker. Running my heart out, trying to control myself from screaming from fear of talking from in front Gene Simmons. I meant to say in front of Gene Simmons. I didn't know any Kiss songs that had to do with rock music, but only one thing was on my mind, that it was time for class. Walking up the stairs with Jessica, waiting for the day to change, my day to change. When we got to our lockers, all I wanted was to have a cool day and own the best of the week. Well, we got some very bad news. Mr. Rollin will not be in the building for the rest of the week. So it was a Monday. He would not be in there for the rest of the week. I was thinking what was up with that